This your boy Zay here, and oh my God, yeah. They said he wasn't gonna never respond. They said he was gonna take 2 years to respond. They said everything in the book, but K. Kendrick Lamar King Kunta has responded, aka the savior of the West Coast, has responded to Drake finally on a song that he named Euphoria. So if you don't know, the name Euphoria is already a diss to Drake. You already know he's addressing Drake because if you didn't know this, Drake is executive producer for the show Euphoria on HBO. You know what I'm saying? So Drake, he came out the gate and said, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to address this to you, buddy. If you didn't know I was talking about you, they always talking about, y'all don't say no names, y'all don't say no names. Yeah, this is to Aubrey Graham. Drake. Yeah. So, yeah, we got that out the way. He also said that Drake, he said he don't want to hear Drake say the N-word no more. He said he don't want to hear that shit no more. He said Drake done lost his nigga pass. Stop saying this shit. And he said he don't know if he want to be black or white. He can't say the N-word. Then he brought up, he said, y'all thought I was going to spend all this time digging through shit to talk about Drake. He said, now I got a son to raise, something that you might not really care about or know about. Come on now. You remember when Drake wasn't hiding his son from the world, but he was hiding the world from his son? You remember when he said that weird ass shit? Stop it. Kendrick said you're a liar, so you just wasn't taking care of that boy. Or maybe he thought it was ASAP's baby, but you know that's in the ASAP video. Crazy, right? Let's continue. He also took shots at the people that Drake fuck with, right? Like Drake be around. He said, Yachty can't give you no swag neither. He said, I don't give a fuck about who you hang with. He said, and then he said, you gonna make me bring Puff and let me see if Chubb's really gonna crash something. If you remember when Drake made, what was it? What song was it? I forgot. It was on the tape that was just like, if you're reading this, it's too late or whatever. It was a song on there. I think it was that energy. One of them songs on there, basically. It was supposed to be Puff's song, right? And then Puff passed on the song where he was about to use the song, and then Drake jumped on it and made it a number one song. And then Puff sing Drake in the club, and then Puff he allegedly hit Drake with a bottle or slapped Drake or hit him or some wild shit, bro. And I guess, you know, Chubbs is Drake's like bodyguard or hitman, whatever the fuck he's supposed to be, some gangster out of Toronto. He one of them niggas out of Toronto, right? I don't know. I forget what he does with Drake. I don't know if he's like his manager or like his partner or something, but he always with Drake. I think Chubbs was like, he wasn't there that night, but if that was the case, he would have smashed on him. Well, Kendrick is saying right here, like, yeah, let's see if he really gonna do that. Let's see if he really gonna stand on that business. You know what I'm saying? Then he said, when I see you next to Sexy Red, I believe you see two bitches. He said, I don't believe you like women. That's your only real competition. Might pop ass with him. Come on, man. He said Drake out here twerking with Sexy Red. You know Drake and Sexy Red have been together a lot. It's been a lot of speculation on why Drake and Sexy Red have been hanging out. But I got a video coming that's going to bust all that down, so we're going to get to that later. He also referenced the DMX interview. You remember that DMX interview where they asked him about the new rappers and asked him about Drake, and DMX was like, I don't fuck with that nigga. I don't fuck with the niggas' music. Like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, he's singing, he rapping. I don't understand that shit. And I don't even fuck with the women that fuck with that type of nigga, because he was like, they got the women confused to make they seem like they some real women and all that shit. You remember that? That was the same. I think that was the same interview where he did the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer freestyle thing, beatbox thing. Yeah, he referenced that shit from when DMX dissed Drake. Then he referenced Pusha T about how Drake never responded to Pusha T. He said he really needs to spin the block on Pusha T, but he really don't want no smoke like that with Pusha. And he also referenced the part of that song Exodus where Pusha T said that you signed to one nigga that signed to another nigga that said he signed to another, signed to that nigga. If you, like I said, back in the day when Pusha T said it, Drake was signed to Lil Wayne, who was signed to Birdman, who Birdman was signed to Universal. Now, when it was brought up with Rick Ross was saying that he signed to Jay Prince Jr. first, which he works for Rap a lot, which is Jay Prince's label, and he wouldn't sign with Birdman. He wouldn't sign with Wayne, who was signed to Cash Money, who was owned by Birdman and Slim, who was basically doing business with Universal, because Cash Money's on Universal. Now he's at Republic, and come to find out, Birdman and Jay Prince Jr. also have some hands in Republic too. So yeah, Drake always want to talk this money talk and all this other stuff. His actual money might not be well as he try to portray. Another crazy line was we got at J. Cole, and it's also where he said J. Cole and Aubrey up there hugging and kissing each other. He said because obviously J. Cole was mad that he hurt his feelings about something, and he said, "Oh, you don't want to do no music with me, so y'all can link up with him or whatever." He says whatever. J. Cole, and he called him Aubrey. So again, he's mentioning Drake's name, so we know he's talking about Drake. How they little powwow or whatever. He said, "But the crown real heavy, huh? To take both of y'all to hold it, huh?" Then he was saying something like, when he dissed J. Cole by himself, he said, "I pray that they my real friends. If not, YMW Melly." Now, we know why YMW Melly is allegedly in jail. He allegedly killed both his best friends, allegedly. And that's what he's in jail for. So we know what Kendrick's alluding to. He'll catch a body out here. And then you know what's crazy about this whole thing? He still claims these are warning shots because this is a 6-minute song, bro. And this is probably going to keep unfolding because they just figured out if you play the beginning of the song, I guess in reverse or backwards or something, it says like, they're going to respond, everything they say about me is true. Everything they say about me is true. That's a reference from Richard Pryor from The Wiz. If you ever seen The Wiz, the black version of The Wizard of Oz with Michael Jackson in it. And he was the wizard of the Wiz. And they figured out that he was a fake and nobody else knew. But yeah, Kendrick Lamar is still saying these are warning shots. So I guess he has something else in the chamber. It's a lot of mixed reviews on this because people keep saying, why is he saying all these big words? Because this is real hip-hop. Like 50 Cent just said, this is real hip-hop. He even took shots. He even said, I know some things about some niggas in the rap game to make Gunna even wonder. And like, come on, bro. He's putting wordplay together. He's dissing. You niggas always try to say, oh, well, this, that, and the third. We don't want to hear that. We want it to be dancing. He even talked about that. Like, y'all want me to make a diss song where it's dancey and all this other shit. But he said, but I don't do that. So, man, look at here, man. If you don't think that he just obliterated Drake, you just don't understand it. I'm just keeping 100, bro. You just don't understand it, bro. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about it in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe.